Hello everyone, it's Enigma here, and today I want to talk about something that there's been a lot of rumors about, and I'm tired of waiting to talk about it. There's been a big rumor that went around, so you know what? I'm just going to talk about it. I'm going to give my thoughts about Switch revisions, because there's a huge rumor about apparently there's going to be like a Switch Pro and a Switch Mini and all that stuff. So I'm ready to get into it and what I feel about that and whether I think they should do it or not. So there's just been so much evidence about, just Switch revisions. Some people are claiming, some people that, some really credible people have been claiming that, yes, there's going to be Switch revisions, and it's going to most likely be revealed at E3 this year. And I think that could actually be pretty likely. I mean, look at all the 3DS revisions. I mean, I would not be surprised at all if we got a single Switch revision. I think that's very likely, and I could definitely see that, and I want to give my opinions on this, and whether I think it's a good idea or not. Honestly, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this video, and a lot of people are probably going to hate me for my opinion, but just keep in mind this is my opinion. If this does end up being true, and you do end up liking it, that's totally fine, but I'm not a big fan of this idea, and I'm going to talk about why, and I have a really good reason why. It's not just something random I made up. I have a really good reason as to why I don't, I don't like it that much. That's what I can say. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So according to many rumors, the Switch Pro and the Switch Mini are basically versions of the Switch console that are more powerful, but have their own limitations to them as well. Apparently, I think that on the Switch Pro, that can only be, in, home console form. You can't take it on the go, and you can't, travel places with the Switch Pro. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. However, for the Switch Mini, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of people saying that the Switch Mini is exclusively handheld. There's no dock. It's just a handheld system. And yeah, I think there's a problem with that. So let's just get into just my main complaint about this. What do you guys think the main gimmick of the Switch is? I'm waiting. Okay, the main gimmick of the Switch is a hybrid console. You're supposed to take it at home and on the go. It's like a hybrid console, and you can play these games anywhere. Anywhere you want, you can play them. And while, yeah, it kind of applies to the Switch Mini, there's just something about console games that I just love more than handheld games. I'm sorry, but I cannot play handheld games for as long as I can play console games. When I'm playing a handheld game, it just really hurts my neck, and it also hurts my eyes. I just can't play handheld games for that long. However, the Switch Pro, I think it's probably going to be the more powerful of the other Switches. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it sounds going to be more powerful. Not anything like 4K, but probably 1080p, 720p, around there. And just, I don't know. And while, yeah, I probably would prefer the Switch Pro over the Switch Mini, simply because, it's for console gamers, and I am a console gamer. I'm not really a huge fan of the handheld games. But yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of what the Switch actually is. The Switch is a hybrid console. That's the namesake of the Switch. The reason why the Switch is literally called the Switch is because you can switch all these options. You can switch the controller scheme, and you can switch it from handheld to home console. That's the perfect name for the system. You can switch it to whatever preference you want, and that's the main point of the Switch. However, for the Switch Pro and Switch Mini, maybe the Switch Pro this doesn't apply, but I'm pretty sure for the Switch Mini, you cannot switch controller schemes either. So you have to just play with the gamepad and, the Joy-Cons, literally attached, like, you can't detach them. They're literally, like, stuck onto the gamepad. You can't detach them. They're literally just built there. And I don't like that. I feel like the Switch, I just don't think the Switch is the type of console that needs revisions. That is my opinion. Now, I will admit, I understand some people might really care about the Switch revisions because, again, there's a lot of people that really do prefer, beautiful graphics and amazing quality. However, I don't really look into quality that much. I don't think quality is the most important important thing when it comes to these games. I don't think so at all. That's probably one of the last things that should matter, honestly, if you want my opinion. And, the quality, I really don't care. If you give me a 480p game in 2019, I'm fine. As long as the game is good, functional, and, there's a way for me to play it, and it's just overall a good game, then I'm definitely going to be picking it up. I just don't care about graphics. Yes, graphics do kind of matter, because it shows how impressive games these days can really be, but, it's not the most important thing in the world, and I'm not really a big fan of the Switch revisions. I understand why people will like them. I understand why they would definitely sell well, because again, a lot of people just love to collect things. Even if they already have it, they still just love to collect things. So I could definitely see people getting a Switch Pro and Switch Mini. But do you guys think I'm going to get a Switch Pro or a Switch Mini? Definitely not. And besides, I heard that the Switch Pro and even the Switch Mini is going to cost much more than the Switch itself. Now, this is where I can kind of see a price drop for the regular Switch, and this is actually a plus side to this. Is that if this rumor is true, which is most likely to be the case, then yeah, if the Switch Pro and Switch Mini, release for full price, that means that the Switch, the regular Switch, the basic Switch, will drop in price. That is a good thing. Yeah, I do already have a Switch, of course, but it's gonna be easier for a lot of people who don't have Switches that want to experience these games that we got a chance to play, but others didn't. They can finally get their hands on a Switch, because again, not a whole lot of people have a lot of money to buy this stuff. A lot of people just don't have the money to get all this stuff that we are able to get. So it helps. It really helps for people that want a regular Switch. However, it's bad because the Switch Pro and Switch Mini are obviously going to cost more than the regular Switch. And if the Switch drops in price, which is most likely to be the case, it's probably not, maybe not, but I think it's pretty likely, then more people are gonna get the Switch than the Switch Pro, because a lot more people are going to be able to afford the regular Switch than the Switch Pro or Switch Mini, and that's just what is my opinion on this. So, overall, do I like these Switch revisions? I don't hate them, I understand them, but I just don't care for them. If they come out, I think they're just gonna come out and go. That's why I still stuck with my original 3DS. I did not care at all for the other revisions. I didn't go out and get a new 2DS or a 3DS XL or a new 2DS. Like, I didn't get that stuff. I don't care at all for 2DS or other stuff. I understand the appeal, but it's just not my thing. That's why I totally skipped out on that, and I think the Switch might actually do the same. So, yeah, if you guys are going to be getting the Switch Pro and Mini, good for you, I'm happy. But I just don't see the reason in just getting another Switch, and just having a Switch where it kind of defeats the purpose of owning one. Because, like I said before, the purpose of owning a Switch is taking it on the go and playing it on TV. But if these versions come out, then it's gonna defeat the purpose of what the Switch actually is. And I kind of just don't want to get that. I just would rather just play with my basic Switch, my original Nintendo Switch, and that's probably what I'm gonna stick with until the Switch dies, and then the next Nintendo console comes. I still play with the Switch, even if the next Nintendo console comes, but yeah, still. So yeah, that's basically what I had to say. So let me know in the comments down below what your guys' opinions are on this. Do you guys like the Switch revisions, or do you guys don't? Let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to hear it. Anyways, this has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.